Everyone stand up for a second. Dance! Woo! We're all brick houses.
Yeah. Now I'm putting it. Folding
All right,
and then
thank you. Okay, awesome. So, all right, so just so you know, this might get a little dirty. Which is me. So, and I have my note cards because I have all these stories I want to tell and I don't want to miss one. So first of all, I want to let all of you know that today is BIOYA Day. Which means we've been celebrating this day, me and my girlfriends. We had a bad day last year, 365 days ago. And all of us were like, blow it out your ass. So today is National Blow It Out Your Ass Day. If anyone says something you don't like, you just say, blow it out your ass. Everyone know, don't be afraid, don't feel ashamed, but I encourage blowing out your ass today. Okay? All right, good. These are the girls right here. If you have any questions, let them know. They've had a few stories already. They've already had people blow shit out their ass. Okay, so as most of you guys know, I'm pretty classy. I've always been classy. I was raised classy. Look at my mom. Yeah. And I've always tried to live to the utmost etiquette. You know, pristine, proper. Okay, Mark, you called me out. Okay.
Yeah.
We own out your ass, Mark.
Precisely.
We all know that I've been laughing at fart jokes for 40 years. And I'm going to laugh at them for the next 50. You know? So I just want you guys to know that. But, you know, I'm a sex symbol. Just so you know. Anyone asks, that Jamie Grant, she's a sex symbol. Okay? So, blow it out your ass. Tell why they're right here. All right, so I feel like as women, the hardest thing for us, we have to do all this proper etiquette. We gotta smell good, we gotta look good, we can't make funny noises. What about going to the bathroom, right? Like there's etiquette that you have to do in the bathroom. Public restrooms. Seriously. So, let's just say you're at the Walmarts, pushing your carts, looking for the rollbacks, and all of a sudden, you dilate to 12 centimeters and are crowning at 3. We've all had it happen, right? Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
And you haul ass to the back. You go to the back of the store, not the front. The front will know, but that back, right back there with all the TVs, that's where you go. So you haul ass and you park the car. And you go inside, you're sweating bullets. You're like, please God, nobody be in there. Run in, sure as shit, God damn it. There's somebody in on stall 2. So you sit down. How am I going to do this? It's like, I don't want them to think I'm that girl. So then you have to decide, are you going to try to fart? Or are you going to try to poop? We've all been there. Let's just be honest. It's painful. It is so painful, right? So you're just sitting there just doing your thing, and sometimes you cough. Excuse me. It's so miserable. And the worst part is you just don't want people to think you poop. And it's like, we all poop, right? Don't you poop, Vicki Jones?
Only at Walmart.
Vicki Jones, I've seen you in stalls. Vicki, you need to get some help, seriously. So you're sitting down, and then it's one of those where it's really bad, and I know this is getting gross, but I am a sex symbol. You're sitting down, and you release, right? And it's like, oh shit, I have to flush. I'm not done, but I have to flush. I need that 1 and 2 flush. But it's one of those where you have to do one of these do? You start doing this. Anyone ever have that experience?
No.
It's like, God damn it, whatever happened to the handle, and now I have to just shake my ass. I'm trying not to shit on myself, I'm just shaking my ass. It's horrible. It's horrible. And I had a great conversation with my friend Anna Cooling in regards to wiping. You know, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, you're supposed to wipe front to back, right? I have my nurse friends here, is that right? Is that the most hygienic way to wipe?
It's probably best.
There's also, could possibly be a consequence if you don't,
Yes,
correct?
there is.
Well, have you guys seen my arms? Better yet, have you seen my ass? I can't get back there. I cannot get back there. I'm lucky if I can reach my asshole, much less all the way up front. It's not going to work. And so, some call me, right, Anna? An unhygienic wiper. And my friend Anna said she understood the unhygienic wiping, right? Short arms, big ass, and I've got lats. I've tried to build my lats for 10 years. I can't not get around those things. It's just a horrible mess. So I just want to acknowledge anyone who can't do that and say it's okay. And you can do like my daughter Maddie, who decides every time she passes the stool, she's going to hop in the shower. It's too much. It's too much. She always tells me that. We have to buy loofahs by like the box.
Fair. Blow it out your ass.
All right. By the way, I'm a sex symbol. A single sex symbol. Weird, I know. What? Okay, so the next point is, you get off the toilet, you gotta wash your hands. Well, I'm sorry, I've had chronic dry skin for 30 years. Ask my mom, I've had rashes. Marty Svensson's son broke up with me because my hands were dry in 6th grade. This is Marty. And I told you this. That son of a bitch just really did me wrong. Tell him to blow it out his ass next time you see him. My hands are dry, and I don't like that. They're very dry, and I like soft, supple hands. Because I'm a sex symbol. And so you have to go to the sink, and it's like, okay, is anyone here? And there's someone, that lady, you know, I guess, oh, it's Vicki Jones is in stall number 2, and I'm washing my hands. I turn them on, psh, my hands aren't in the water. You know why? They smell clean. You guys ever give yourself the sniff test? You should, because your hands can get really damaged washing them too much. So I suggest just giving them a sniff and just making sure that you actually need to. Some call that the dirty Sanchez. That's none of my business. None of my business, guys. So just know, you know, I don't wash my hands. Why, Bobby? Because I'm a sex symbol. My next story here. So I'm also discovering, and I've had it all my life, bladder control issues. My girlfriends and I laugh nonstop because I can't do a jumping jack, sneeze, or laugh without completely just pissing my pants. Completely. Like, we used to go to the 4th of July in Lake City, and I was big into the potato sack race. And man, that meant so much to me, and I get in my sack. God, I want it so bad. And I jumped like I've never jumped. I was good. I won like 10 years in a row in my age group. I did. But I would have a bandit wait for me at the finish line and say, you need to make sure that I haven't pissed my pants. Well, she knew I was going to. So I got out, she'd go, yeah, let me walk behind you. I was completely soiled, but I'll do anything for a blue ribbon. I'll even shit my pants for a blue ribbon. Because I'm a winner. But, yeah, and a sex symbol. And a sex symbol. Thank you, Katie. So that brings me, my friend Lindsay came and approached me and said, hey, would you like to learn Pilates? And I'm like, huh, okay. And once I learned more about Pilates, she explained to me that it's about the pelvic floor, the buttocks and the vagina, to be exact. And she claimed that if you do a lot of Pilates, that you will not, and she says TT. I don't know what the fuck that is. TT. You won't TT or, fart, flatulate. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'll be your success story, because if I can take down by 20% how much I fart in a day or pee my pants, you got yourself a win-win there, right? It hasn't happened. But I'm an extreme case. And I'm a sex symbol. So I'm working on that, and I think it's fine, and I just want everyone to feel like, it's okay. It's okay to pee your pants. It's cool to pee your pants. Okay? All right, kids, Kelsey, it's cool to pee your pants.
Okay, got it.
Okay, just making sure. It's like you'll have that sneeze, and you've seen it. You'll be walking around, and you'll be at work or something and sneeze, and you're like this. And it's like that hardship. And I'm like, oh, cool. What if that's like a dance, right? The sneeze dance. So you sneeze. What are you doing? Oh, nothing, just dancing. What you're really trying not to do is completely smell like urine by the end of the day, right? It's one thing to go to work smelling like Javon White Musk. It's another thing coming home smelling like urine. It's embarrassing. And it's no good. It's no good. All right, true story here. I'm vulnerable to you guys. I love that. So, as a grown woman, we have hair in our crotch, right? It's a crotch region. Now, my mom taught me to keep it real clean. She told me to keep it, shave up to the knees and right below the belly button. No offense, Mom, but that's back in the day. Does anyone know what that means? Keep it clean. Just shave up to the knee and down to the belly button, meaning this is all crotch. Blow out your ass, guys. It's fine. It's no big deal. Anyway, we were all going on a trip to Mexico, so we started doing bikinis and Brazilians. So who's familiar with those? So the bikini is your basic triangle, right? Just kind of in the front. The Brazilian is the undercarriage and in the back. And with my hair, I've got some stuff back there, right? So I had been doing it for a while, and I had to go to a new gal. And I knew the process of my old gal. But my new gal could only get me in. So she said, what do you want? I said, well, the Brazilian. I'm a sex symbol. And she said, well, crawl on the table on all fours. I thought, oh, okay, I like where this is going. And my other lady didn't have me do this, so this was new. But again, I'm not fearful of judgment, right? It's like, let's bring it. So I got on all fours. You mind if I demonstrate? And she's back there, and I'm like, oh, this is awkward, don't really know her, kind of looking over. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Christmas ought to be great this year. And the wax goes on, and there's a rip, and a... And I thought, son of a bitch, I don't even know what that was. This is a true story. This is a true story. So I thought, what do I do? And I shit you not. You can ask my friends. It's a true story. I looked over my shoulder, and I'm just shaking. I'm like, oh, and shaking because I'm laughing. I just either farted or queefed. In this woman's face, I don't even know. And I looked back and I said, sorry. And she confirmed. She says, don't worry. People queef all the time. Well, I don't know what's worse, a queef or a fart, but man, it was embarrassing. And I thought, I cannot go back to you. I actually went home. I was married at the time, and I told my husband, that's what happened. And I said, but she said it was fine. It happens all the time. He goes, it doesn't. You're sick, son of a bitch. You're gross. So, that happens, but don't be embarrassed. Do not be embarrassed. True story. I'm a sex symbol. So one thing you'll notice when you wax is that you get a real good look at your genitals. Oh! It's like, how long have they looked like this? Kind of standing in the mirror wanting to look sexy, and you're like, And, and we all know this, and I'm going to admit it, it's just kind of hanging. And I'm thinking, damn, that's where the term meat curtain comes from. I mean, it's something special, right? It's like, you try to go out and you want to put on a nice thong, and you just got to roll that subbitch up. A nice tuck, just a nice tuck, Just let it in there because you don't want it hanging out. It's embarrassing, right, Vicky? All right, Vicky Jones, everybody, Vicky Jones.
I'm a sex.
Definitely are. So I'm just laughing about that all the time. It's like, oh my gosh. And I remember I've had my nursing friends, there's, sometimes we've wanted to save money on waxing and stuff. I'm like, hey, will you wax me? Sure. And I'll be like, hey, do these look normal? You guys see them? And they'll be like, they're a little longer than usual, but it's fine. They're totally fine. Like, have you been tugging on them? Or? It's no big deal. They have procedures now, so. Yes, so it's almost better sometimes to decide, I'll just leave the hair there. It's totally up to you. Woo! Yeah! Yes! I like it. I like it so much. It's hard too because we, as women, have to go have these exams, right? These yearly exams. So I went to my exam. I'm in the stirrups, and nice man, real nice man. See him all the time at the high school. Because his daughter plays volleyball. Nice boy, nice man. And he's just down there just getting after it. And I'm like, how's it going? Oh, it's fine. How's volleyball going? Oh, good. And I'm like, he's like elbow deep, and it's like, this is awkward, but it's totally fine. Totally fine. Respect it. Good doctor, but small towns, we have to deal with that kind of shit, right? Like, oh my God. You see someone there and it's in your vagina the next minute. It's like, just act cool. Play it cool. That's what I say, always play it cool, act natural. So, you get the call back because they do the cervical exam and stuff, and she calls me and she's like, hey, yeah, everything's looking good, cells are looking good, but I'm like, oh God. Vaginitis. What is the vaginitis? I don't even know what that is. Well, it's when your cells they're not producing the bacteria, and I'm like, how would one know that? She goes, kind of a fishy smell. Have you had any sort of fishy smell? For 10 years. I think I could have had it for 10 years, the vaginitis. I mean, doesn't every vagina smell a little fishy? So I acted natural. I'm like, no, I have no fishy smell. She's okay. Do you have any yellowish discharge? Get off the phone. No, I have no yellowish discharge. And by the way, we call that penny pudding. And yes, we all have it. We all have penny pudding. So I just thought that was hysterical that I heard this information. I'm like, is it possible that someone could carry this for 10 to 15 years? Because who hasn't had some penny pudding, a little fishy smell down there? You know what I mean? But I'm a sex symbol, so I don't know. So, all right. Can I borrow that pillow, please? Okay. So anyways, I want to thank you guys so much. It's been so fun. I'm so glad I did this, and
yeah!